Well, hello folks, I'm your host Daniel, and Victoria, British Columbia, Canada is the second day of my trip. Actually, I made two videos for Victoria. That was very much fun. And you're gonna see why I decided to spend another day here in Victoria. I like to walk on the streets and see the sightseeing. Didn't go much in the museums this time, but I like to have a taste, and I think we did, from Victoria this time. So let's take a look. And the day number 2 here in Victoria, British Columbia, we decided to start visiting the historical market square. Two blocks north of Bastion Square, on the corner of Johnson Street, Market Square has some of the finest Victorian saloon, hotel, and store facades in Victoria. Most of the buildings were built between 1880s and 1890s during the boom period of the Klondike Gold Rush. After decades of neglect, the area received a facelift in 1975. The square is now a shopper's paradise with a variety of stores selling everything from books and jewelry to musical instruments and other arts and crafts. A short walk from there and we enter in Chinatown. The Chinatown in Victoria is the oldest Chinatown in Canada and the second oldest in North America after San Francisco. It remains one actively inhabited place and continues to be popular with residents and visitors, many of whom are Chinese Canadians. Victoria's Chinatown is now surrounded by cultural entertainment venues as well, being a venue itself. In a very convenient location, is just minutes away from other very important sites and locations. Named for Queen Victoria, the city is one of the oldest in the Pacific Northwest, with British settlement beginning in 1843. Completed in 1890, Cradera Castle was the pet project of a respected local coal millionaire Robert Dunsmuir. Although not a real castle, the design of this manor home was based on that his ancestral home in Scotland and mixes several architectural styles such as Roman and French Gothic. In 1959, was doomed for demolition, but a group of locals preserved the castle, which is now a museum. Located on James Bay, Fisherman's Wharf remains an active marina, and the outer harbor today is further ringed by heliport, Coast Guard facilities, and cruise ship terminal at Ogden Point. Fisherman's Wharf is a unique marine destination that offers food kiosks, unique shops, and eco-tour adventures amongst fishing vessels, pleasure boats with live aboard residents, float homes, and commercial business. Thunderbird Park. This compact park lies at the entrance of the Royal British Columbia Museum and is home to an imposing collection of plain and painted giant totem poles. During the summer months, it is possible to watch native artists in the Thunderbird Park carving studio producing these handsome carved totems. I can't get enough of those. I really like to look at them. For me, it's like a trademark that we are in Canada. The poles show and preserve the legends of many different tribes from the Aboriginal peoples of the Northwest Coast. And here is the statue of Emily Carr, a native from Victoria. She was a Canadian artist and writer who was inspired by the indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest coast. Known as the Garden City, Victoria is an attractive city and a popular tourism destination, and has a regional technology sector that has been rising to be its largest revenue-generating private industry. Victoria is in the top 20 world cities for quality of life. Beacon Hill Park is popular both with tourists and locals, and contains a number of amenities, including woodland and shoreline trails, 2 playgrounds, a water park, playing fields, a petting zoo, tennis courts, many ponds, and a landscaped gardens. In the late 19th century, this delightful park was used for stabling horses, but in 1888, John Blair, a Scottish landscape gardener, redesigned the park to include 2 lakes and initiated extensive tree planting. Once a favorite haunt of artist Emily Carr, this peaceful 184-acre park is now renowned for its lofty old trees, including rare gaudy oaks, some of them 400 years old, picturesque duck ponds, and a 100-year-old cricket pitch. And here one more time, just taking a look at the bay and the lights as they come up on the city. They are just beautiful to look at Victoria at night. As you see in there, it's just a kind of beautiful sight, beautiful and unforgettable moments we spend in the city, looking to come back one day. It's really nice. Wow, that was fun. And I hope you like it too, as much as I did to film all that for you and for all of us that like to do some trips and get to know places. So please don't forget to leave your likes, don't forget to tell to a friend to take a look at my channel, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. I do appreciate, okay? Keep traveling. I see you guys on my next trip. Goodbye.